Alright, welcome back to Reading with Adrielle. And today we're going to be continuing Hooray for Hibiscus by Adrielle. So when we left off, Anna was on the stage and about to sing for the president. Okay. So, alright. Okay, so Anna stood alone. A sea of faces rose in front of her, but the lights shone in her eyes, and she could not see one face she knew. There was nobody standing beside her or behind her, nobody to hold her hand or sing with her. There were only all those people looking at her, and one of those people, Anna knew, was the president from a strange and faraway country. Anna forgot her song. And there's her. The audience was silent. Everybody was waiting for the small girl on stage to speak or sing or dance or do something. The visiting president looked at her watch, and Hibiscus did nothing. She did not know her song anymore. Her throat was a dry riverbed. Her bones had turned to stone. She could not move, not even to run off the stage. And Hibiscus's mother and father, grandmother and grandfather, aunties and uncles, cousins and friends all looked at one another. They held their breath and waited and waited. Double was bored. He climbed up on his chair. Trouble was bored. He too stood up on his chair. Anna's mother and the aunties struggled to make them sit down. Double and Trouble could see Anna Hibiscus standing there on stage, alone. Double and Trouble were confused. They were bored. They were tired. There was only one thing to do. Anna Hibiscus, Trouble shouted. Sing, shouted Double. Alone on stage, Anna Hibiscus heard the brothers she loved shout. She looked up, and there they were, out in the audience, above everybody else. Suddenly, Anna Hibiscus was not alone. Her bones came alive. Her throat was no longer dry. She remembered her song. It ran like a river. Anna opened her mouth and sang. Welcome to our beautiful country. Welcome to our wonderful land. Welcome to the sun shining brightly. Welcome to our cool evening rain. Welcome to our flowers always blooming. Welcome to our trees always green. Welcome to our rivers of fishes. Welcome to our farms growing food. Welcome to our deep, dark rainforest. Welcome to our industries sound. Welcome to our schools full of children. Welcome to our cities and towns. Welcome to our beautiful country. Welcome to our sweet motherland. And there's her sing. I didn't sing it just because I didn't. There's her sing. The audience clapped and clapped and clapped. The foreign president stood up, and friends stood up on their feet and clapped. The foreign president stood up on her feet and clapped. Anna's family and friends stood up on their feet and clapped. Everybody stood up and clapped. Hooray! Shouted grandfather. Hooray! Shouted grandmother. Hooray! Shouted her mother and father and aunties and uncles and cousins and friends and everybody else. Hooray! Anna Hibiscus! Shouted Trouble. Anna Hibiscus! Hooray! Shouted Double. There's everybody. They were clapping the longest and shouting the loudest. Hooray! 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 It was their new word. And there's Double and Trouble sitting in like a little basket or something. Your hair, Anna Hibiscus. Anna Hibiscus lives with her whole entire family in Africa. Wonderful Africa. Amazing Africa. Africa, where girls have beautiful hair, short or long, The hair of an African girl is thicker and shinier and curlier than any other hair in the world. Everybody in Anna's family must look after their hair. They must oil it so that it shines and sparkles in the sunlight. They must comb it well. Anna's father, uncles, cousins, and boy cousins have short hair. Oil, comb, and the palaver is over. Not so for Aunt Hibiscus and her girl cousins with their long hair. Not so for her aunties. For them, the headache has only just begun. Grandmother and grandfather say it is best to observe the traditional African ways, and the whole family agrees. Okay, so I'm gonna just stop it here. I went like a couple pages into the second chapter. Alright, so that was Hooray for Aunt Hibiscus. There will be part 3 coming soon. I'm gonna try to read. I probably have a couple more parts. This is a long book. So, Hooray for Aunt Hibiscus by Anouk. And that was, that's what I read so far. Alright, so goodbye. Come back later for Reading with Adrielle.